Hey, what's up, YouTube? So I'm just listening to the radio, heading home, and Sean Hannity's talking about, I don't know, Chosen. If it's the same thing I'm thinking. Well, that movie, Chosen, and the new one, the other one, was it House of David or whatever? It's supposed to be Christian movies. Those things are the farthest stretch from a biblical accuracy than you can imagine. I mean, it's like they shouldn't even call it given a Christian name, because it's not. I think they're just again, let's just confuse people and make them think that David's mother was this and David's mom was that, when she had nothing to do with him. I mean, it's just it's a lie. It's a huge fabrication. And I think I made a video on that earlier, but I'll attach a link to this one, and it talks about the differences and the lies, flat out lies, misrepresentation, and just twisting it. It's like my wife was watching it, and I had to tell her, honey, stop watching that. You're giving that thing some credit by viewing it, and they're going to think, hey, we got a lot of people watching this. We'll just keep making garbage. We'll keep lying to people. No, people, if you're a Christian, you shouldn't watch either one of those movies. None, because it's not biblically accurate at all. So don't watch it. That's all I got to say about that. Do not watch Chosen or The House of David. And I watched a snippet of it. It was just dumb. I'm looking forward to Mel Gibson's second movie, or follow-up movie to The Passion of the Christ. That should really be epic. I've watched Passion of the Christ, I don't know, probably a dozen times or so. I mean, that was just a great movie. There's a guy next to me, his license plate, I swear, it says Batty, but it's this little dude in there, and he's got like these Coke bottle glasses. I mean, they're like thick, but his license plate says one Batty. So he's either maybe Batty, like maybe it should be Bat Crazy. Yeah, whoever tinted his rear window did a horrible job. Goodness gracious. It's got more bubbles in it than UPS bubble wrap. I don't know. Weird. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna hit every light on the way until I hit the highway. Oh, I hate that. Some days, man, I can nail it and get all the green lights, and other days, like today, you get all the red ones. I think that's today. Oh, bad. He's probably like 5'2". Yeah. So anyway, so I'm looking forward to quickly getting home in my Coyote. That's right. I got a Coyote in this truck. Not first gen, but second gen. And she's a screamer. You put your foot to the floor, man, and you are off and running. I haven't had any Chevy beat me off the line. And once I take them, off the line, and I get, I don't know. There you go. I'm going to show that Batty who's really Batty. And it wasn't him in his little car. Oh, anyway. I like doing that. It's like, what is that commercial? Maybe it wasn't a commercial, or the guy screams, or the wife screams at the guy, "What are you doing?" "Oh, he's racing me." And she's like, "No, he's not." "Well, no, yes, he is. I saw him. Yeah, he gave me that look." And it's a drag race. Yeah, I do that too. I do that with my wife. It's hilarious. She doesn't think so, but I get a kick out of it. I'm like, well, he looked at me, so I got to go faster. Well, this guy here doesn't use his turn signal. Oh, there she goes. She's kicking it. Got another drag race. No, not really. She just wants to get over in the other lane and just mad because nobody will let her over. That's funny. But anyway, I started saying, don't watch the movie. It's not a good movie. And I'll attach a link to it. It is just like the furthest thing from factual. Not even close, you know? So it's like, you know, if you repeat a story, or your movie is based off the Bible, it should be word for word. You shouldn't ad-lib or anything, because, you know, you change a word in a sentence, you change the whole meaning of the sentence. It's just that simple. So it's like guys that, when you look at Bibles, there's all these different translations. Man, let me tell you, you change one word, and you don't interpret the Bible correctly, you change the whole meaning. And I've read several different versions of the Bible. You know, Catholics got their own Bible, and Lutherans got their own Bible, and Seventh-day Adventists have their own, Jehovah's Witnesses have their own, you know. And there's a reason why these people make their own Bible. It's so that, you know, they can get you to believe what they believe. It's to twist the truth, twist the facts, make you dumb. I mean, the devil is so good at that, I'm telling you. I mean, blurring the truth and mocking and confusing people, making you think that we should love everybody. Love is good. Doesn't matter if it's male on male or female on female. It's love. And that's what Jesus says. Jesus is all about love. Yes and no. You know. He loved us so much he came down to die for us. But there's a price. There's conditions. You know, it's like taking out a loan. There's conditions to the loan. You know, it's not just free money. Pay it back when you get ready to pay it back. Pay back whatever amount you want to pay. Don't stick to this, don't stick to that. There's conditions in the Bible. And, you know, I read 1 to 2 chapters every night. You can't read the Bible enough, front to back, and not get something from it every time. Man, there's things that I've read, I'm like, I didn't see it that way. You know, as you grow and mature and you age and you get a little more wisdom underneath your belt, more life experience, man, it's amazing sometimes you can read something in the Bible, man, it just clicks. Big. Wow, I did not see it that way. So it's pretty cool. So anyway, so that's 8 minutes of blabber. Don't watch The Chosen or The House of David, and I'll attach a link to this video, and do your own fact checking and read it for yourself, especially the David one. Gosh, it's just such a lying farce of crap, you know, and shows David as this pompous little punk kid, and yeah, that's, you know, that's not even how it went down. They have no clue, you know. If you're going to make it, but make it right. I said, you know, the Bible shouldn't be a mini-series. Well, I mean, once you do it, then it's done. You can't just, you know, keep ad-libbing stuff, you know, adding things to it because you like the storyline, but you want to make it a little more entertaining. You can't do that. Just like you can't modify the Bible. If you're going to pick something out of the Bible and make a movie, stick to it. Word for word. Right? Yeah, I think so. But the Bible that I really like, that I've come to really like, is LSB. And it's one of the most accurate Hebrew, Aramaic, Greek Bibles that there is my understanding. And it's the only Bible I know of that literally uses the Lord's name. So, the Lord has a name. We've been told what his name is. And there's nothing in the Bible that tells us we can't utter the Lord's name. Just don't use his name in vain, obviously. But something big on the road. And we just went around. So just don't use the Lord's name in vain. It's pretty simple. I make mistakes. I do my best not to use the Lord's name in vain. That's one of the things I really try hard to stay away from. But I've let it slide out there like a knucklehead, like anybody else. We all do it. There's no excuse for it, really. We're just so dumb. But it's kind of hard to be perfect when the Bible says that you were born unto sin. Your best deeds are but filthy rags. So no matter what you do, you're always going to sin. If you're a cursor, you probably continue to curse. Probably get better over time, or you may not use it as much. But sometimes just having that thought in your head is just as bad as spitting it out there. I'm reminded of a passage where if you lust for a woman in your heart, it's the same thing as doing it. So you might as well have just said, "Hey, come here. I've been thinking about it, so we might as well do it." You can't do that. Just get it out of your mind. There's something, I can't remember how it goes, but if your eye offends thee, pluck it out. I don't think it means that literally, but if you're seeing things that are bad for you, man, move away, walk away, turn it off. Don't entertain the thought. It's one thing to go, "Oh, yep, I see it, okay," and then look at something else, but to ponder on it, dwell on it, that's where it becomes a sin. But when you're listening to and watching bad movies that aren't interpreting Scripture correctly, you're misleading people, and people are going to do things based off that movie, and or they think, well, okay, that's got to be biblical, and it's not, because some people don't pick up the Bible and do their research. They just think that what they see on TV is gospel. That's the truth. And it's not. So, I don't know. Anyway, so that's my 12, 13-minute rant on those two movies. So I will include a link in the description. So please like and subscribe. Doesn't cost you a dime. It's free. It sure helps me out a lot. Man, I really want to get this channel out there. I'd love to hit 100,000 subscribers. That to me would be awesome. But and I say that because I look at some of the other people out there, and I look at some of the other content, and it's just like, it just kills me that they have 100,000, 200,000 people, 1 million people, and I don't know. To me, it's just some of the worst programming. It's just like there's no thought process there. I don't know. It is so bizarre. But anyway, so hey, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Doesn't cost you a dime. And please leave a comment, especially after you watch that the link that I'll attach to this video that talks about the difference between the two, and why you shouldn't partake, why you should not watch it, because filth in is filth out, right? God, trust me, I know. I am not a perfect person. Far be it. Far from it. I could be Johnny, punch you in the mouth really quick if you push the right button with me, and I'll beg for forgiveness later. But yeah, I'm like Peter in the garden. Whip out that sword and slash that guard's ear right off. So, yeah, it could be me sometimes. But anyway, so hey, thanks. I appreciate you guys. Two? I'll probably get 2 views on this, maybe, if I'm lucky. So, anyway, have a good night. I can't see myself making another video at this hour, but you never know. I could see something, watch something that could kick off an opinion. Anyway, thanks. I appreciate you. The ones that do watch, the ones that do return. I'm grateful that you guys come back. So we'll see ya. Thanks.